I suppose the thing I think about is that the reaction we get from people who've had the teepees is everybody just walked in and said, wow, and they'll never forget your event. And actually, to be the person that has this just the most wonderful event that you're going to have in your head, the memory of it for the rest of your life. And, you know, I think these teepees can just really make your event.
We decided to get married in the village where Amanda grew up. Nice, friendly, you know, family around and everything. Spoke to a couple of marquee companies. Wasn't really setting our world on fire, and then a colleague of Amanda's had been to, I think it was an Alexander McQueen party in these tents in London. We're living in London at the time. And just said, if you're having a tent, check these out, they're amazing. And that was it, saw a picture of it, fell in love, weren't interested in marquees anymore.
We love them, and because we had to have them for our wedding, I was the ultimate bridezilla and refused to have a white marquee, and that's how we discovered the teepees. And I suppose we just wanted to share them, and people shared the love of them for us, so it's been quite an exciting journey.
I fancied a career change, really. I worked in the public sector for a while, and you had meetings about meetings about meetings. I worked at a bank, and there's no end product. You take money to make more money. There's nothing tangible at the end of it. And what I love about the teepees is it's all about relationships. You have these clients who call you, you have this idea and this dream, and you know, from that point, that first conversation, you start building up great relationships. You then have a site visit, they can see the whites of your eyes. It's just a lovely part of my job, you know. It's a great business to be in because you're dealing with happy times in people's lives.
But it's easier than you think, and actually what's so fantastic about the teepees is they're your space. So, you know, once they're in, you know, there's nothing there, it's just a field, and then we put the teepees there, and it's absolutely yours to create and do what you will. And actually, most people, when we turn up at 11 o'clock, we're just picking up over people asleep, you know, because most people party till dawn in them, so, which we love. So we do lots of festivals, but mainly VIP areas. So quite recently we've done BBC One Radio Live Lounge, so we had lots of very famous people singing in them. We did Mark Owen's wedding last year, at the end of last year. We've done Mick Hucknall's 50th birthday party. So, you know, and a few more famous people in there, and but we do all sorts. We love all the events, from the small one teepee intimate, you know, dinner to the, you know, huge dinner party. We do them all.
The typical clientele, I think there's a perception that if you're interested in teepees, you're a bit of a hippie, but that's not the case at all. You know, 80–90% of our business are brides, your everyday bride, someone who's just looking for that bit of sparkle, that special venue for the big day. You know, they had their parents in one ear and friends in another ear going like, what do you want a teepee for? No one got it. And so as we were having our own wedding, we thought, well, let's tag an open day on the back of it, get the guys in there and they can experience it for themselves. Everybody booked. That was it. Once they've seen them, people just love them. And there's something about it's the dads are always the most cynical. They go around and they're kicking the poles and they think it's going to fall down, shaking things like this. And it's those guys, when you finally win them over and turn it around, and they're sometimes your biggest sort of advocates, you know.
The cosy feeling of them, and you know, even if they've got nothing in them, they smell of the fires, and they're warm and cosy. And
the things we do, like the fire, the furnishings, the touches that everyone can pick and choose, and it's bespoke to them, then that adds to that atmosphere. I think also something about its natural materials, you know.
The sound when the wind, you know, blows, and the creaking of the wood and the rain. I just think they're really atmospheric, and, you know, just something lovely to capture.
A lot of help from friends and family that first year. You know, it was pretty tough. Small companies starting from scratch, so you got to call in a lot of favours, and one person in particular gave us a lot of help was Amanda's dad, and always be very grateful to him for that, except for the first evening when we went out for a meal to celebrate, and just as you get those quiet moments in a crowded room, as he said, "Well, Rich, I'd like to congratulate you on your first erection," you know, so yeah, embarrassing, yeah.
I just feel really proud. I feel, you know, that I can't believe that our wedding was actually the start of something so special and big. You know, who would have thought that just by getting married would actually create a business that Richard and I can share together?
We put our money where our mouth is, and we didn't just hire the tent, but, you know, we've bought the tents, we've started the company, both of us work there, says it all, really. You know, got absolute faith in it.
Oh, it was amazing. And people still talk about our wedding 4 years on, that it was the best wedding they'd ever been to. And just, you know, oh God, what can you say, 120 of your, you know, most loved and cherished people all together partying. And, you know, we went to a wedding 2 weeks ago, and I remember the father of the lady that was getting married saying to me, was it as good as yours? And it's that kind of, people still look back to that wedding and the feeling that we all had together in the teepees.